grabs if the newcomers the Jet Set defeat the Eggheads at 6. Now on BBC Two, only 100% is good enough for Nick Knowles.
Welcome to the quiz show that demands nothing less than perfection. Behind this screen are 4 contestants who'll be hoping their knowledge is flawless, because one single mistake could give the game away. This is perfection. Hello and welcome to the quiz show where only perfect play is good enough. Behind me are the contestants. We call them the usual suspects. They're in our isolation room. In a moment, one of them will be randomly selected to join me here to play perfection. They'll then face a series of true or false statements. For example, if I said, by area, Sudan is the largest country in Africa, would you say that's true or false? Well, if you'd said true, I can tell you you'd be right. Answering true or false might seem easy, but if the contestant gets a single answer wrong, their opponents, the usual suspects, will be allowed into the game to capitalise on their mistakes. So, you know how the game works. Let's meet the usual suspects.
Hello, my name is Gary. I'm a project engineer from Marlborough in Devon, and this is my first game.
Hi, I'm Hilary. I'm a school secretary from Wimborne in Dorset, and this is my 4th game.
Hi, I'm Guy. I'm a web producer from South London, and this is my 5th game.
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm retired now from Poulton-le-File near Blackpool, and this is my 8th game.
Well, welcome to you all and best of luck as we now find out which one of you will be randomly picked to play perfection. Mike, it's you who's finally been chosen. Please come and play perfection. Mike, welcome to the game. Pleased to be down here, I should imagine.
I certainly am, yeah.
OK, Mike, it's now you versus the usual suspects. They were your teammates. They're now your enemies. Their job is to stop you from winning the prize fund, because your failure will mean the prize money will roll over to the next game, where one of them could be playing here for a bigger total. And you wouldn't want that to happen, would you?
I wouldn't indeed, no.
OK, every game on perfection is worth £1,000. Here's the good news. Nobody has won the last 3 games, so the current prize fund stands at £4,000. That's a nice lump of money, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah.
And what would you do with it if you walked out with it today?
Well, funnily enough, I like roller coasters, especially the wooden roller coasters. And it's my ambition to try to go on as many wooden roller coasters as possible. You
completely shocked me there. There you are, a civil servant for years, and, you know, the gentle life up near Blackpool. All of a sudden, you're a lunatic roller coaster rider. Oh, look, good luck to you. I hope you win the money. Here's how the game works. We'll play 3 rounds and then a final. Every round that you achieve perfection will make the final that much easier for you. However, if your performance is anything less than perfect, the usual suspects will have the chance to step in and steal the round, making life that much harder. More of that to follow later. Usual suspects, we're going to switch you off for now, so you can't see or hear anything. Cheerio, and away they go. Mike, you can now talk through your answers without giving away any vital knowledge, OK?
Fine.
Each round consists of 4 true or false statements. You'll be answering against the clock. You'll only have 45 seconds, and once you've given your answers, they'll be locked in. Are you ready?
I am indeed.
Then let's get started. Let's play perfection. Your 45 seconds starts now. Halle Berry played Catwoman in Batman Returns.
I'm not sure. I think that is true.
True. Charles Darwin was the captain of the HMS Beagle.
I think that is true.
True. An octopus has 3 hearts.
That sounds that it could be true. It's so obscure. True.
True. And Puccini composed the opera Tosca.
That is true.
True. And with time to spare, Mike, you've answered all 4 statements. How was that as a round then? Good?
I don't know, some doubt about some of those there.
OK, before we reveal how well you've done, it's time for us to bring back the usual suspects. So, usual suspects, these are the 4 statements, and next to them are Mike's answers. Guy, has he achieved perfection?
I think B's wrong, because I think Charles Darwin was on the Beagle, but I don't think he was a sailor kind of by profession, so I don't think he was the captain. And A as well, I'm not so sure. I mean, she was in Catwoman, but was she Catwoman in Batman Returns? I'm not so sure.
Mike, the moment of truth. You need to have answered all 4 statements perfectly to have won the round. Let's find out how many are correct. just 2 of the 4. As you know, Mike, we need perfection, and you haven't managed it. You've now let your enemies, the usual suspects, into the game. Usual suspects, can you steal the round? You can see Mike's answers. You need to change 2 of them. But which 2?
I agree with Guy. Halle Berry did play Catwoman in the movie of The Name.
Sure.
But she did not play Catwoman in Batman Returns.
Do you know anything about C and D, just to wrap it up?
Pacini did, Pacini definitely.
An octopus does have 3 hearts.
An octopus does have 3 hearts.
I like the idea of an octopus having 3 hearts.
Yeah.
That's sweet, isn't it?
So I think that's our
So it's A and B.
conclusion.
OK, yeah, we'd like to change A from true to false and B from true to false.
A from true to false, B from true to false, leaving C and D, as you already said. So it seems that the 3 hearts up in our usual suspects are beating as one, as we're surmising an octopus's does. Usual suspects, let's find out what the correct answers are. If the statement turns green, it's true. If it turns red, it's false. Halle Berry played Catwoman in Batman Returns. Is that true or false? Yep, it is false. It was actually Michelle Pfeiffer. Let's move on. Charles Darwin was the captain of the HMS Beagle. Is that true or false? Yep, it's false. He was the botanist. Robert Fitzroy was the captain. An octopus has 3 hearts. Is that true or false? Yep, it's true. You know where this is going now. Puccini composed the opera Tosca. True or false? True. Congratulations, usual suspects. You've achieved perfection. Eddie and Mike, working as a team, they managed to succeed where you failed, and as a result, they've stolen that round. Usual suspects, you now have the opportunity to make Mike's chances of winning the prize fund much harder in the final, and here's how. Mike, this is your final board appearing. There are 6 blank spaces at which need to be filled with subject categories. Behind each category will be a true or false statement, and you'll need to answer all 6 correctly to win the prize fund. Here are your final round categories, ranging through royalty, sneezing, Norse mythology, boxing, British films, etc., etc. If you had won that round, you'd have had the opportunity of adding 2 categories of your choice to the board. But because the usual suspects stole the round from you, they choose the 2 categories, hoping to make the final harder for you to win. Usual suspects, which 2 do you think Mike's going to struggle with in the final?
90s pop, maybe.
That could be a winner for us, I think.
That could be a good one, yes.
Let's choose 90s pop.
90s pop goes across, and
Sneezing strikes me as being a very strange category.
Exactly.
Very obscure.
Yeah.
Very obscure.
Should we throw it in?
Yeah, let's throw it.
OK, we'll put it in sneezing.
Yeah.
thank you very much. Sneezing goes in and becomes the 2nd category in the final. Well done, usual suspects. You've won the 1st round. It's time to switch you off, but we will see you in round 2. And away they go. Mike, with the usual suspects gone, 90s pop?
90s pop, yeah, I've got my doubts about 90s pop. And sneezing, I don't know what that could be.
Who knows? Could be anything,
Yeah,
couldn't it?
could be.
OK, Mike, it's only the 1st round. You still have 2 more rounds to find perfection, and that way you get to choose your own categories for the final, and that has to be the way forward. Are you ready to carry on?
Indeed.
Good, let's play round 2. Your 45 seconds starts now. Liechtenstein is in the Pyrenees.
That is false.
False. The word vindaloo means pepper water.
I would say that's true.
True. Al Gore and Dennis Hopper were college roommates.
That sounds... that could well be true.
True. And finally, the Venus de Milo is housed in the Louvre.
That is definitely true.
Lovely, thank you very much. So, with time still on the clock, Mike, you've answered all 4 statements. So, what do you think? Perfection, do you think?
Perfection, who knows, Nick?
Yeah. Well, before we find out for sure, let's bring back the usual suspects and see what they've got to say. Hello, usual suspects.
Hi.
Hello.
These were the 4 statements, and next to them are Mike's answers. Guy, can you see any mistakes?
I'm going on kind of plausibility here, but for some reason I think the Venus de Milo isn't in the Louvre. I think it's somewhere else, perhaps.
OK, let's find out how many are correct. Just the 2 out of the 4, I'm afraid. So, you failed to achieve perfection. And you know what that means? Your enemies, the usual suspects, have been let into the game. Usual suspects, can you steal the round? You can see Mike's answers. You need to change 2 of them. Which 2?
Well, we'll start off by changing D from true to false then.
D, change from true to false.
So what's the other one?
It's
Do you
either
know,
A
I'm
or
not
B.
Sure.
You know, and it's a... Which one do you want
OK,
for?
off the top of your head, which one would you change?
A.
You'd change A. What
If
would
it
you...
was my choice, it'd be A.
So, as the longest-standing member of the Usual Suspects, you're captain, so you get to make the choice now. What's it going to be?
I'm going to change A from false to true.
A changes from false to true, leaving B and C as they stand. Usual Suspects, let's find out what the correct answers are. Liechtenstein is in the Pyrenees. Is that false or true? Yep, it's in the Alps. It is false. So, Usual Suspects, you had the chance to steal the round from Mike, but you failed to achieve perfection. Have you achieved perfection at home? Shall we press on and find out for you? The word vindaloo means pepper water. True or false? False. It's actually from a Portuguese dish. Moving on, Al Gore and Dennis Hopper were college roommates. True or false? False.
Oh, it's false. There you are.
A disaster.
Now, the reason you might have thought that, Gary, is because Al Gore and Tommy Lee Jones were college roommates. Yeah. And finally, the Venus de Milo is housed in the Louvre. True or false? Yeah, it is.
We've got them all wrong.
So, Usual Suspects. Not only did you fail to achieve perfection, you missed it by a country mile. You got every single one of them wrong. Right, let's have a look at the board. So far, there are 2 subjects on there already chosen by the Usual Suspects. Mike, because neither side won the round, the 2 categories that were due to be chosen will now be carried over to the next round, meaning that 4 categories will be on offer. Usual Suspects, I'm going to switch you off. We'll see you in round 3. OK, you ready to play?
Ready to play.
Let's play round 3. Your 45 seconds starts now. The 100 Years' War only lasted 80 years.
That is false.
False. The New York Jets are a baseball team.
I would say that's true.
True. Graham Norton is a former Rear of the Year winner.
I don't know if that's true. It's false.
False. And finally, The Scream is a painting by Edvard Munch.
I'm pretty certain, well, not pretty certain, but I think that is true.
True. Thank you very much. And Mike, you've answered all 4 statements in the allotted time. Before we reveal how well you've done, it's time for us to bring back the Usual Suspects. So, Usual Suspects, these were the 4 statements, and next to them are Mike's answers. Guy, this time, has he achieved perfection?
I don't think he has, Nick. B, for a start, I think is wrong. I think the Jets are probably an American football team and the Yankees are the New York baseball team.
Yes. Gary?
Well, after a disastrous last round, I'm rather reluctant to say anything, but no, I don't think you've quite achieved it, Mike. You're not far off, but I have to agree with Guy. I think B is wrong.
OK. The moment of truth. You need to have answered all 4 statements perfectly to have won the round. Let's find out how many you've got correct. Two out of the 4 again. Mike, you've given your enemies a chance to steal. Usual Suspects, can you steal the round?
OK, so to start with, we'd like to change B from true to false.
B changes from true to false. You need to find one other now.
I think it was Graham Norton myself, but then I could be wrong.
I can't help you with the Graham Norton one at all.
If you don't mind, Gary, let's change.
Let's do it.
Let's change C from false to true.
C changes from false to true, thus leaving A and D as answered by Mike. Usual Suspects, let's find out what the correct answers are. The 100 Years' War only lasted 80 years. True or false? False. 116 years, in actual fact, is how long it lasted. The New York Jets are a baseball team. True or false? False. They're an American football team.
Okay.
Graham Norton is a former Rear of the Year winner. True or false? Yes. True, and you know how this is going now. The Scream is a painting by Edvard Munch. True or false? True. Congratulations,
Well done,
Usual
guys.
Suspects. You've achieved perfection.
Well done.
Oh dear, Mike, the Usual Suspects have succeeded where you failed, and they've stolen the round. Wow, what a turnaround for you, Usual Suspects. From all 4 wrong to all 4 right.
Yeah.
Usual Suspects, you now have the opportunity to make Mike's chances of winning the prize fund much harder. Let's see the final board. You're going to make it a lot harder because you've already chosen the first 2 categories in the final, and now because you won that round, you've earned the right to choose the next 4 to add to the board, completing a clean sweep. So which 4 would you like Mike to play in the final?
Well, he got that Darwin question wrong in the first round, which makes me feel explorers.
Could be a good one.
Could trip him
Yeah,
up.
could trip him up.
Can we put that one across?
We'll choose explorers.
Explorers, yeah.
Lovely, explorers goes in.
If I had to plump for one, I'd plump for boxing.
Right.
Okay.
Boxing?
We'll put boxing across.
Boxing goes in.
Hillary.
Well, Norse mythology is jumping out at me.
Okay.
Yeah?
Let's put in some Norse myths from...
Norse mythology goes across as the penultimate in the final, and the last one.
Dogs could be...
Dogs. Could
I
be
quite
very,
like dogs,
There's a
actually.
broad subject, isn't it?
We'll go for dogs, please.
Thank you very much. Dogs becomes the last subject category in the final. We now know our 6 final categories. They are 90s pop, sneezing, explorers, boxing, Norse mythology and dogs. OK, usual suspects, it's time to switch you off for the final time. And away they go. Could be a tough
It could indeed,
final
yeah.
for you there, though.
It could.
Mike, £4,000.
Yeah, I'll have a go.
If you are ready, let's play the final round. Mike, here are your final 6 categories. You must answer all 6 statements correctly if you want to win the £4,000. Think carefully. There's no time limit, but once you've given an answer, your first answer, it's locked in. You ready?
Ready.
Let's reveal your first statement. I need you to tell me whether you believe it to be true or false. 90s pop. Jarvis Cocker created the band Gorillaz.
Oh dear. I mean, I've heard of Jarvis Cocker and I've heard of Gorillaz. I'll say that is true, Nick.
True. Sneezing. The world's longest sneezing fit lasted over a year.
Now, that's very bizarre, isn't it, that one? I'll say that's true.
True. Explorers. Roald Amundsen is buried at the South Pole.
No, I think that's false. I don't think he's buried at the South Pole. He went to the South... I think one of the people that went to the South Pole is buried there, but not Amundsen.
So you're saying false.
False.
Boxing. Bantamweight is lighter than featherweight.
I think featherweight is lighter, so that is false.
False. Norse mythology. Thor was the god of thunder.
Well, I'm pretty sure of that. Thor was the god of thunder, yeah.
So you're saying...
I'd say that's true.
True. And finally, dogs. Chihuahua is the smallest recognised breed of dog.
I'll say that's false, Nick.
False. Mike, those answers are now locked in. Remember, if there is one single mistake, you leave with nothing. Well, let's find out what the usual suspects have to say. Let's switch them on. Usual suspects, you can now see the final 6 statements, and next to them are Mike's answers. Mike, your answers are locked in, and you can't change them by yourself. But if you think you've made a mistake, you can unlock the board with the help of the usual suspects. This will, however, come at a cost. Usual suspects, I'm now going to ask you to tell me how well you think Mike has done, if you want to help, and if you do, how much it will cost. Remember, all of you, you can't refer to any of the statements specifically. Mike, who would you like to hear from first?
Gary, I think.
Hi, Mike. I know for absolutely positively sure that you've got definitely one wrong, and I'm 80% convinced that you've got a second one wrong. If there was only one, I'd be down like a shot, but the non-certainty of the second one, Mike, is making me say no on this occasion, matey.
OK. Do I speak to anyone else?
Hillary?
I know for sure, Mike, that one is wrong, but I also got a question mark about another one, and I'm very unsure about it. I don't think I'm confident enough to come and help you, Mike. Sorry.
Right.
Guy?
It's been really nice, all the games we've shared together, but unfortunately, I'm ruling myself out of coming down to help you today. I quite like the money to roll over, to be honest.
Right, well, it looks as though I'm possibly on my own here.
It does, I'm afraid. Negotiations appear to have closed. All 3 usual suspects have ruled themselves out of helping you out. So you are going to have to play this alone. £4,000 at stake, 6 answers away. Let's find out if you've achieved perfection. If the statement turns green, it's true. If it turns red, it's false. We may as well start at the top. Jarvis Cocker created the band Gorillaz. We need this to turn green for you to get you off to a flying start. Is it true or false? It's false, I'm afraid. You failed at the first hurdle. I'm afraid you failed to achieve perfection. It wasn't Jarvis Cocker that created the band Gorillaz. Damon Albarn working with Jamie Hewlett. Either way, I'm afraid that's a bad start for you and you can't win the money. However, have you managed to achieve perfection at home? We'll press on and find out what the rest of the answers are. The world's longest sneezing fit lasted over a year. Is that true or false? You said true. It is true. 978 days. Roald Amundsen is buried at the South Pole. So you said false. Is it true or false? It is false. He oddly died in a plane crash. His body was never discovered. Bantamweight is lighter than featherweight. Is that true or false? Oddly, it's true. Bantamweight is lighter than featherweight. Moving on, Thor was the god of thunder. You said this was the one that you were really confident on. You said true. Is it true or false? It is true. Chihuahua is the smallest recognised breed of dog. You said that was false. Is it true or false? It is true. Chihuahua is the smallest recognised breed of dog, as a result of which 3 right, 3 wrong. Which, to be honest, in a series of questions like that where you didn't get to choose any of your own, they were really tough. Would you be happy with that?
If I'd have got 1 wrong, I wouldn't have got the money, so...
no, that's true.
3 wrong, I suppose. It's not bad for those categories.
Not bad, I think, for those categories. Now, usual suspects, that's good news for you. The prize money rolls over to the next game where one of you could be playing for a total of £5,000. That's starting to sound very big money now. Looking forward to that?
Yes,
absolutely.
very much.
Mike, you failed to achieve perfection, which means you go home with nothing. Hope you enjoyed playing, though.
I have indeed, Nick.
Let's hear it for Mike.
Really enjoyed it. Thank you.
It's now time to meet the next usual suspect, hoping to play perfection today. Usual suspect, please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name's Charisse. I'm a flight attendant and I'm from London.
Welcome, Charisse. What a great job that is, travelling all the way around the world. Listen, I always wanted to be an aircraft captain. I really did. Listen, see if this rings any bell. Could I have got away with it? Cabin crew, cross-check doors and go to manual.
You could.
What you're saying is I'm not posh enough, am I? Now, best of luck to all of you as we now find out which one of you will be randomly picked to play perfection. Hillary, it's you that's been selected. Please come and play perfection. Hillary, welcome to the game. You were a fair old while up there, weren't you?
Yes, I enjoyed it. It was good fun.
OK, well, look, Hillary, it's now you versus the usual suspects. They were your teammates. And there was a lot of bonding going on there, especially with Guy.
Yes.
But you've got to remember now, he's your enemy. They're all your enemies. Here's the good news. Nobody has won the past 4 games. So the prize fund currently stands at £5,000.
Lovely. That'd be nice.
Well, I was thinking that would be nice. As a school secretary, what does £5,000 mean to you?
Well, it means I would... I'd go off and have my eyes lasered, so when I'm doing my school secretarial bit, I wouldn't need my glasses anymore.
OK, well, look, good luck.
Thank you.
3 rounds and a final to come. Usual suspects. We're going to switch you off for now. Cheerio. And away they go. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Then let's play perfection. Your 45 seconds starts now. The Suez Canal links the Red and Mediterranean seas.
False.
False. In 1925, it became illegal to wear a fez in Turkey.
Oh. Gosh, that's tricky, isn't it? True.
True. The Hertz is the unit of electrical resistance.
True.
True. And finally, Vladimir Putin was an officer in the KGB.
Well, that's probably true.
True. Thank you. And with time to spare, you've answered all 4 statements. That seemed like a pretty comfortable round for you.
Not really.
Does it not?
No.
Well, before we find out exactly how well you've done, let's have a word with the usual suspects. Usual suspects, these were the 4 statements, and next to them are Hillary's answers. Charisse, has she achieved perfection?
I think she's done pretty good. They're all looking really good. I think she might have done it, perfection.
Hillary, it's the moment of truth. You need to have answered all 4 statements perfectly to have won the round. Let's find out how many you've got correct. Just 2 of the 4. Hillary, you know what that means. You failed to achieve perfection, which has let your enemies, the usual suspects, into the game. Usual suspects, can you steal the round? You can see Hillary's answers. You need to change 2 of them.
The ohm is the unit of electrical resistance.
Yeah.
As in where I lay my at. That's my ohm. We'll change C from true to false, if that's okay.
C changes from true to false.
I also think A is...
Does it link the Red to Mediterranean Sea? It links the Med. It's to get around Africa rather than having to sail around the bottom, isn't it? So,
yeah.
And the Red Sea that's off Egypt, isn't it? So yeah, that'd be right.
Yeah. A from false to true.
We'll change A from false to true then.
A goes from false to true, leaving B and D as answered by Hillary. Usual suspects. Let's find out what the correct answers are. If the statement turns green, it's true. If it turns red, it's false. The Suez Canal links the Red and Mediterranean seas. Is that true or false? It is true. In 1925, it became illegal to wear a fez in Turkey. Is that true or false? Actually, it is true. The Hertz is the unit of electrical resistance. Is that true or false?
It's false.
It is false. It's actually the unit of frequency. So if we come to the final one, and you know where this is going, Vladimir Putin was an officer in the KGB. True or false? Yep, it was true. Congratulations, usual suspects. You've achieved perfection. Oh dear, Hillary, they managed to succeed where you failed, and as a result, they've stolen the round. Usual suspects, you now have the opportunity to make Hillary's chances of winning the prize fund much harder in the final, and here's how. Hillary, appearing as your final board, here are your final round categories, and they are money, the Beatles, Australia, poetry, horse races, etc., etc. Because the usual suspects stole the round from you, they choose the 2 categories, hoping to make the final harder for you to win. The usual suspects, which 2 would you like Hillary to play in the final?
What stands out for you guys?
Roads.
Roads. Let's go for roads.
Roads. We'll have
Rhodes goes across, and
chess, Gary. If she plays
Okay,
it.
okay, chess.
Okay, chess.
Yeah.
chess. Well done, usual suspects. You've won the first round. It's time to switch you off, but we'll see you in round 2. Hillary, with the usual suspects gone, what do you think of their choices? Rhodes?
Yeah, not bad. Don't mind those at all.
Chess? Do you play chess?
No, I must be honest, I don't.
What else do you want to steer away from in that list?
Birds, probably.
OK, Hillary, it's only the first round. You still have 2 more rounds to find perfection and choose your own categories, which is the way to go forward, really, for the final.
Okay.
You ready?
Ready.
Good. Let's play round 2. Your 45 seconds starts now. 555 is the dialing code for the United States.
False.
False. Paris Hilton made an album called I'm So Rich.
False.
False. Cleopatra had a daughter called Antonia.
True, I think.
True. And finally, a red snapper is a type of fish.
It is true.
True. And with about half your time left, you've answered all 4 statements. Now, that felt like a much more comfortable round.
It did until I thought about the dialing code, and I think that might be right.
Really? We'll find out how many you got right in a moment, but first let's have a chat with the usual suspects. Gary, how's she done this time?
My gut feeling is that I think you've cracked it this time, Hillary.
Charisse, has she achieved perfection?
The only one that I'm going to question is the Cleopatra had a daughter called Antonia.
Right. The moment of truth. You need to have answered all 4 statements perfectly to have won the round. Let's find out how many are correct. Just 3 of the 4 close, but it's not perfection, and that's what you need. Usual suspects, can you steal the round? You can see Hillary's answers. You need to change just one of them.
I know that Cleopatra had a son called... it was like she named him after Caesar. I don't remember any reference of her having a daughter called... And she did have an affair with Mark Antony.
Yeah, and that's, you know, is it a play on words?
That's what I think it is.
Yeah. Antony and Cleopatra.
OK, I could go with C.
Yeah.
It sounds like
That's
you know your
that's-
stuff about it. OK, we're going to change C then from true to false.
C changes from true to false, leaving A, B and D as Hillary first answered. Usual suspects. Let's find out what the correct answers are. 555 is the dialing code for the United States. Is that true or false? It is false. 001, in actual fact, is the dialing code. Paris Hilton made an album called I'm So Rich. Is it true or false? Yep, it's false. She did have an album, and it was called Paris. Cleopatra had a daughter called Antonia. You decided, after long discussion, that it was false. Is it true or false? It is false.
Yeah, I had a feeling that.
Interestingly, she did have a daughter called Cleopatra Cellini, but not called Antonia. You're quite right. Finally, a red snapper is a type of fish, and you know where this is going now, don't you? True or false? True. Congratulations, usual suspects. You have achieved perfection. Oh dear, Hillary, the usual suspects have succeeded where you failed, and they've stolen the round. Usual suspects, not only have you developed an all-new handshake for the usual suspects, which you're using at the end of each round, but you've also now have the opportunity to make Hillary's chances of winning the prize fund of £5,000 much harder. Let's see the final board. So far, there are 2 categories on there chosen by the usual suspects, and because you won the round, you earn the right to choose the next 2 categories to add to the board. So which 2 are they going to be?
I'm thinking chemistry this time.
Do you know, I was thinking that as well.
Yeah.
I was thinking chemistry.
On account of the Hertz thing as well, not science.
Yeah.
So?
Chemistry.
Chemistry's going across?
Yep.
OK.
What about
You've been playing
birds?
with
Would you know much about
That's a
birds?
that's a very broad topic.
OK, birds.
Birds goes across. Thank you very
Might be a
much.
switcher in disguise.
Congratulations, usual suspects. You've won the second round. It's time to switch you off, and we'll see you in round 3. And away they go. You picked out one you really didn't want,
I knew they would.
and they've just picked it. Birds. OK, if you're ready to play the next round, let's play round 3. Your 45 seconds starts now. Admiral Nelson suffered from seasickness.
True, he did.
True. Humphrey Bogart won an Oscar for Casablanca.
I don't think so. I think it's false.
False. A margherita pizza is named after a Queen of Italy.
Oh. Dear, oh dear. False.
False. And finally, Young Boys of Bern is a Swiss football team.
Oh dear, so bizarre. I think I might say true.
True. And with time to
don't
spare, you've answered all 4 statements. Which one bothered you?
D. I don't know anything about football, and certainly not Swiss football.
Really? Before we reveal how well you've done, it's time for us to bring back the usual suspects. Hello again, usual suspects. Guy, what do you think?
I reckon she might have done herself proud and got perfection this time, actually.
Gary?
I concur. Definitely.
Therese?
Yep, I'm with the guys.
Huge vote of confidence for you there from the usual suspects. It's the moment of truth. You need to have answered all 4 statements perfectly to have won the round. Let's find out how many are correct. Consistent, but consistently not perfect, I'm afraid.
Right.
You've let in the usual suspects. You need to change just the one again. Which one?
It's either B or C.
I think maybe it could be true that Margherita was named after a Queen of Italy.
OK.
That's Reece, yeah.
We'd like to change C from false to true then, please, Nick.
Thank you, guys. C changes from false to true, thus leaving A, B and D as answered by Hillary. Usual suspects, let's find out what the correct answers are. Admiral Nelson suffered from seasickness. True or false? True, absolutely true. As unlikely as it sounds, he did suffer from seasickness. Humphrey Bogart won an Oscar for Casablanca. True or false? Nope. Nominated but didn't win. A margherita pizza, this is the key one, isn't it? A margherita pizza is named after a Queen of Italy. Is that false, or could it possibly be true? It's true. Young Boys of Bern is a Swiss football team. True or false? You know where this is going. It's true. Congratulations, usual suspects. You've achieved perfection again. Oh dear, Hillary. You know what that means, usual suspects. You now have the opportunity to make Hillary's chances of winning the prize, well, about as hard as they can be, actually. Let's see the final board. 4 subjects already up there, already chosen by you, and because you won the round, you've earned the right to choose the last 2 subject categories to add to that board. Which 2 would you like her to play in the final?
We'll go for money.
Money goes across. I need one more from you.
Dates, yeah.
Yeah?
That sounds...
Dates.
I mean, it could be anything, couldn't it, again? We'll go for dates then,
Dates.
yes.
Thank you very much. Dates goes across. So we now know our final 6 categories. They are roads, chess, chemistry, birds, money, and dates. OK, guys, it's time to switch you off for the final time. And away they go. OK, time to play the final. Hilary, this is the all-important final. If you can achieve perfection, you could be leaving with a prize under £5,000. If you fail, you'll be leaving with nothing, which would be great news for the usual suspects, as one of them could be standing here playing for a rollover of £6,000 on the next game. Now, I know you like them, I know you got on with them, but you'd rather be taking the money away so they're only playing for one.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. In which case, let's play the final round. Hilary, here are your final 6 categories. You must answer all 6 statements correctly if you want to win the £5,000. Think carefully, there's no time limit, but once you've given an answer, your first answer, it'll be locked in.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
OK, let's reveal your first statement. Please tell me whether you believe it to be true or false. Roads. Spaghetti Junction is a junction of the M3.
I don't believe that's right. Spaghetti Junction is near Birmingham, which is nowhere near the M3, so I would say that is false.
False. Chess. A bishop may only move diagonally.
Oh, now I've got to think. Which one is the bishop? Dear, oh dear. No, I'll say true.
True. Chemistry. The pH scale measures acidity and alkalinity.
Yeah, I believe it does. That's true.
True. Birds. Flamingos only live in Africa.
Well, I don't know if that's true or not. I'll say true.
True. Money. The drachma is the unit of currency in Tunisia.
In Tunisia. So I think that's false.
False. And finally, dates. 12th night falls in January.
I do believe so. I believe it's about the 5th or 6th of January. So that is true.
True. Hilary, those answers are locked in. Remember, if there's one single mistake, you leave with nothing. What are you worried about?
Definitely the flamingos. And my knowledge of chess is so limited. I'm trying to think which one was the bishop.
OK, so B and D are the ones that you'll be cringing when we come to the answers.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a word with the usual suspects and see what they think. Usual suspects, you can now see the final 6 statements, and next to them are Hilary's answers. Hilary, your answers are locked in. You can't change them by yourself, but if you think you've made a mistake, you can unlock them with the help of the usual suspects. This will, however, come at a cost. Remember, all of you, you can't refer to any of the statements specifically. So who would you like to speak to first?
I'll speak to my friend Guy first.
Hi
what do you
there.
think, Guy?
The ones I know I agree about, and the ones that I disagree with, I'm not very sure. So I'm probably going to stay here, I think.
Right.
OK, let's ask Gary.
The more I look at this, I've only got a slight doubt about one of them, but the more I look at it, I think you've got this, Lovey. I really do.
Good. What does Charisse think?
There is one that I'm a little bit iffy about, should I say.
Interesting. And does that translate into an amount of money that you'd like to come and help?
I feel a bit green to want to do that right now, to be honest with you.
Are you counting yourself out, or are you saying that it would take a lot of money?
I don't... It depends what's on the table.
What do you want to do from here?
Well, do you know, I think I might just go for it.
Go for it yourself?
Yeah,
OK.
I think I will.
Are we ending negotiations?
Yes.
OK, negotiations
Good
are
luck.
over.
Good
You've
luck.
decided
Good
to
luck.
go it alone. £5,000 at stake.
Well,
Only 6
only here
answers
once.
away. You do only live once, it's
Yeah.
true. Let's find out if you've achieved perfection. If the statement turns green, it's true. If it turns red, it's false. Let's start at the top then, shall we? Spaghetti Junction is a junction on the M3. You said it was in Birmingham, so it was nowhere near the M3, so you said false. Is it true or false? You're absolutely right. It is false. It's actually on the M6, and it is in the north side of Birmingham. B. Well, B was the other one that you worried about, wasn't it?
Yeah.
B and D were the two that you said. I'll tell you what, let's skip past B and we'll come back to that one, shall we? The pH scale measures acidity and alkalinity. You said that's true. Is it true or false? It is true. 2 out of 2. Let's do E. The drachma is the unit of currency in Tunisia. We need this to turn red for you to continue and get 3 out of 3 and be halfway to the money. The drachma is the unit of currency in Tunisia. Is that true or false? It is false. Have you been to Tunisia?
No, my sister has.
Tunisian dinar.
That's it. Thought so.
Absolutely. 3 out of 3. Halfway to the £5,000. 12th night falls in January. So, you said true. We'd like this to turn green for you. If it does, you're only 2 away from the £5,000. 12th night falls in January. Is that true or false? It's true. The night of the 5th going over to the 6th. You're absolutely spot on. Well, what a cracking start. They were the 4 that you actually felt more comfortable with. Now we have to go for the ones that you're uncomfortable with, the ones that worried you the most.
Yeah.
A bishop may only move diagonally. You don't know anything about chess, do you?
Not a lot, no.
We need this to turn green for you, to put you just 1 away from £5,000. If it turns red, you're walking away with nothing.
Yep.
A bishop may only move diagonally. Is that true or false? It's true. 5 out of 6. 1 away from £5,000. Now we come to flamingos. You said right at the start when we looked at the categories, you said, I hope they don't pick me birds.
Yeah.
And they knew you well enough to pick birds for you. Up it came, and when I said flamingos only live in Africa, not a clue.
No, not a clue.
So, for £5,000, you said true, we need it to turn green. If it turns red, nothing. Flamingos only live in Africa. Is that true or false for £5,000? It's false. They also live in Central and South America.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. Yep.
How frustrating is that? Do you know what? You knew it was your nemesis the moment you saw it on the board.
Absolutely.
They picked it out for you. It came up. You didn't want it. You didn't like the question. I'm afraid, Hillary, that means you did not achieve perfection and you're not going home with £5,000. Usual suspects. Great news for you. The prize fund rolls over to the next game where you could be playing for a total of £6,000. Got to be pleased with that, though, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That was
brilliant.
Hillary, I'm afraid you failed to achieve perfection, which means you go home with nothing. You enjoy playing, though. I can see it written all over your
very
face.
much so,
Not too sad about it?
No, it's OK.
All right, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Hillary. That's all we have time for. Please join us next time when our usual suspects have the chance to play again, this time for £6,000. But remember, close isn't good enough. On this show, we only pay for perfection. Goodbye.
Whiskey and chili tiger prawns are on the menu in Baking Made Easy tonight at 8:30. Up next, a new adventure for the antiques experts.